Minnesota Governor Tim Walz has just announced that he will not be pursuing a third term for re-election as Minnesota's governor. This comes after a sustained harassment campaign by the entire right-wing media apparatus across the country led by the Trump administration. Of course, this comes after his return, Tim Walz's return to local politics following his attachment to the Kamala Harris 2024 presidential campaign, and is most recently exemplified by political commentator and right-wing grifter Nick Shirley's allegations of widespread fraud across the entire state of Minnesota, housed out of daycare centers in Minneapolis. Now, of course, multiple journalists and multiple analysts and multiple commentators have already gone deep into the story and have found that not only does Nick Shirley have a clear, biased political agenda by being attached to the entire right-wing apparatus, but has also used deceptive framing tactics like going to these daycare centers when they are closed, almost deliberately, almost by design, and of course have found that the fraud that is being committed in the state of Minnesota is not limited to individuals of any particular background. But of course, the Democratic Party's silence on this and their political abandonment of Tim Walz to be left out to the sharks, to be left out to the wolves, is emblematic of the political parties, the Democratic Party's cowardice and silence and scapegoating and willing to capitulate on immigrants' rights, on immigrant justice, and on protecting immigrants and letting this political paradigm basically cede ground to the Republican Party. Now, of course, when it comes to political litmus tests, Tim Walz is no stranger to capitulation himself. When it came time to test his solidarity with working class people and an ambitious political agenda, he himself endorsed incumbent Mayor Jacob Frey for the race for mayor of Minneapolis over insurgent Democratic Socialist Omar Fateh, who was actually the recipient of the endorsement of the DFL, the Democratic Farmer Labor Party. So unfortunately, once again, the Democrats are a victim of their own political cowardice, of their own capitulation